Carlos, obviously a lot going on in that game today. What's your biggest takeaway from a game like tonight?
I like the at-bats offensively. It was really good to see Mark Vientos having the type of game he had today. Single up the middle, then Tatis robbed him from a 2-run homer, and then they intentionally walked Jeff to get to him, and for him to get that big one right there, that was very encouraging, and all were excited for him. So back and forth game, obviously, but I like the at-bat. Mauricio against one of the best closers in the game. They continue to provide a lot down in the bottom of the lineup. So there's a lot of positive to take away from that game.
When Brazoban is a little late to cover there, do you think that threw him the rest of that inning?
Yeah, felt like the game kind of got fast on him after that. He hesitated, didn't cover, gave them an extra out, and when you're giving good teams extra outs, they're going to make you pay, and that was the case today. So.
What did you see from Montas?
Yeah, I feel like he wasn't getting chases early in the first few innings, and then once we took the lead in that fifth inning, he just got away from his secondary pitches, and he was fastball heavy, and they were aggressive, So, like I said, he didn't get many chases, and then they attacked the fastball in the strike zone. So he kind of like stopped mixing in all of them there.
What did you think of the strike zone, particularly?
He had a rough night. I mean, there's no way to sugarcoat it there, especially when you're talking about couple of at-bats there from Soto, some key at-bats. You're talking about one of the best hitters in the game, and you're taking the bat away from him. And then I felt like that first at-bat, Nim struck out on 3 pitches that, they weren't close. So he just had a bad night.
When you see Soto get that frustrated, so even-keeled, just what is your immediate thought in that moment as he's going back and forth?
One getting thrown out. I can't afford to, whether it's Soto or any of our players, like that. And I knew from the very beginning, after a couple of calls early in the game, that I needed to be on top of it. And whether it's Soto or anybody on our roster, I got to go out there and protect them.
How do you think he handled himself the rest of the game in sort of a hostile environment?
For Juan?
Yeah.
Good. I mean, look.
Frustrated with a few other calls.
Yeah, I mean, but first and second, he hits a ground ball at second base, and he beats it, and keeps the inning alive. I think that was the inning. Yeah, Mark ended up hitting the grand slam. So even on a night where he's not getting results, he's playing the game the right way. So you got to give him credit.
What did you see from Rico Garcia again tonight?
Good, threw strikes, used all of his pitches, gave us 2 innings, and he continues to get the job done. So it was good to see it, and yeah.
What did you see from Gregory Soto there in the 9th?
Yeah, I mean, didn't make a play on a bunt, and then with 2 outs, Diaz got him, but I thought he threw strikes live on the fastball. Yeah, they just got him there after we didn't make a play.
Frankie, how do you evaluate your night tonight?
To be honest, I didn't think I was hitting my spots how I wanted to. They're a really good hitting team, when you follow behind the count, and it kind of force you to come into the zone. They're going to put a good swing on the ball.
When you're not hitting your spots like that, is there any reason that you can pinpoint as to why that is?
Just probably trying to do too much, to be honest. Trying to kind of like trick them. But, like I said, they're a really good hitting team, and they don't swing at everything.
What is just kind of the swing like? Obviously, Vientos hitting a big grand slam in the 5th inning and not being able to maintain the lead there. What was the swing of emotions like for you?
Yeah, I mean, that was huge. Just glad to see Vientos having a really good day today at the play. Yeah, definitely wanted to go out there, and hold the game. Like I say, wasn't really hitting my spots, and Arise kind of really put a good swing on that, and kind of went from there.
What changed for you in the 5th inning? How did they get to your fastballs there?
I was trying to still attack, to be honest. Just like I said, I was just missing spots, and as a pitcher, when you're not hitting the spots, it's kind of like it's their pitch. It's just like I gotta be better hitting spots. Gotta be better on that.
Mark, when you hit 2 and one of them gets robbed, but the opposite way like that, what does that say about where your swing is at?
Felt good at the plate today. Got 2 pitches to hit, and in the location I was looking for and put a good swing on it, but felt better at the plate for sure.
I know you've talked a lot about how just mentally you feel better up there. You're not putting as much pressure on yourself, but over the last couple of weeks, is there anything else that you're doing particularly well mechanically or pitch selection-wise that is leading to this type of success now?
I said it last time, just doubling down on my approach and what I want at the plate, and staying convicted to it.
That first ball that Tatis robbed, did you think that was gone off the bat? And then when it kind of comes back into play, what's going through your mind?
Yeah, I thought I had it. I put a good swing on it. Obviously, he caught it and made a heck of a play, and I was like, damn, I mean, nice play. But, yeah, it was an amazing play.
Looked like you were yelling something, communicating with Jeff. Were you telling him to get back, or were you saying he dropped the ball and keep going?
Like he dropped the ball, go to second, but I'm glad he didn't listen to me.
What's going through your mind when they intentionally walk Jeff to get to you that next time?
I'm happy I get put in those situations. I like those situations because I tend to lock in more. I don't know why, but I'm happy to be in that situation and just come through for the team.
First career Grand Slam. Does it feel any different than your other home runs?
Yeah, it was a good timing, bases loaded, and it was a good situation for it.
What was the swing of emotion like from the top of the fifth to the bottom of it?
I thought it was a great game. Both teams battled. You're talking about two playoff teams, and I thought it was a great game. It was a pretty long game too. I think we were going back and forth, and they just came out on top today.